Hello guys, this is Pete and I'm going to be showing you a brief video on how to use advanced reporting. So the first thing that you want to do is make sure that you have access to advanced reporting. Your system administrator can go ahead and check this. So they go to System in DMS and then they go to User Security. Now I've created a dummy user security, Mr. Donald Trump, or President Donald Trump I should say. And I'm going to go in so I can show you. The user role should say custom, and under DMS reporting you should check off these 4 boxes and check off authorized advanced reporting right here. And once you have access to this, you will be able to access advanced reporting with your username and password. So make sure your admin takes those steps so you can access that. And also you will need to have the advanced reporting tool from DealerTrack, so make sure that your admin signs up for advanced reporting through DealerTrack DMS. Having said that, it works best with Internet Explorer. So you want to use Internet Explorer. The other thing you want to do is, if you go to Tools, Compatibility, you want to have DealerTrack.com listed over here so everything will show up correctly. I'm using Internet Explorer 11 on Windows 10. So I'm going to go ahead and log in using this dummy account and just basically show you the steps of how to get to advanced reporting. Now you could see that in my screen there are, let me go back out over here, you can see that there's many tabs that I have, and mine is actually has advanced reporting over here under More. So you can see that right here. However, this user doesn't have too much access, so a DMS reporting is found right here. Now the other thing you can do, instead of going through DMS to access reporting, you can actually type in dmsreporting.dealertrack.com and log in from here and from this screen, and you don't need to go to DMS to do this. And if you go, it's going to take you to the same page when you're trying to do that. So once you log in, you can see it says you don't have privileges, because we don't for the dashboard and many of these other features. But what you want to do is go to the Advanced tab, and this is where Advanced Reporting is. Advanced and then My Advanced Reports. Now normally your reports will show up here. If you hit Expand DealerTrack and then Expand My Reports, and finally expand custom reports, you should see all your reports here. But since this is a new user, there are no reports. So for the first report, what I'm going to do is, I've already created a report, and I'll be happy to share any of my reports with you that I've created, and all you have to do is import them. So I have this text file of a report. However, I need to have something there for me to edit it and copy the code and the script for this report. So the first thing that we want to do is make one report, and we're just going to make a simple report with nothing basically on it. So you click on the Info Assist, which is right here next to Advanced Reporting, and it does take a little bit of time to load up. Now just click on Build Report. These are the different types of reports that you can build. Let's just do a car deal one, and this gets more in depth, and there's many things that you can actually do with advanced reporting. Now that's really difficult and sometimes tedious, and I don't expect you guys to actually come in here and build reports. But what you can do is, I'm just double clicking on a couple of these: company name, stock number. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go ahead and save this dummy report. Now when I'm saving this report, I'm not going to call it report 1, but I'm going to call it the report that I'm looking for. So I'm going to call it with this one, which is F&I Vehicle Service Contract Report for Ally Email. So I'm going to paste that name in there. I'm going to hit OK, and it should create a report. Now once we've gotten this, we can go ahead and exit. Go back to advanced reporting, and if we go to the location I was talking about earlier, you can see now you have a report over here. Now this isn't the correct report, this was just a dummy report. So what you want to do is right click on the report and then go to editor. Now you can see the code that's here. You want to select all the code and delete it. I have a blank page. Now go back to basically, if you're getting the report from me, my report, and you can select all and copy the code, go back and paste the code. Now when you're doing this, make sure that you don't modify anything. If there's any modification, your report may not work. Hit save. Report has been successfully saved. Awesome. We can get out of this tab. Now if we want to run this report, we can just click on the report and the report should run. Save it to the desktop. The next thing that you want to do is, maybe if you want it to be automatically emailed to you, you want to schedule the report. So as you see what I did, I right click on that report and then hit that schedule mark. It's going to open up another tab, and you can see that there's other tabs over here for the report. Now you can schedule it once. Well, we don't want to do that. We want to schedule it probably, let's do weeks. We don't want this to show up too often. So every 1 week on Monday, 9:30 a.m. was when we want the report to be scheduled. Here's the description of the report. You can modify it if you'd like, or you could just leave it as it is. I'm gonna take out the first part, and we don't need the date because we're gonna run it continuously. So next thing is the task, and it's pretty much already filled out for you. You want the execution ID. This one will probably be your own name, and set the password. Next thing that you want to do is you want to see how the report should be sent out, and that's going to be, let's say if we want it in PDF, scroll down to PDF and then name the report any name you want. By default it puts something in there. You can put vehicle service contract report. Distribution, who do you want it sent to? So let's say you want it sent to yourself. Go ahead and let's see, can I do that? Reply address. Oops, oh, that's why. Email addresses. Just going to copy this over here. If you want to put a message in the email, you can do that right there. And notification you don't have to change, advanced you don't have to change. And I think that's it. The only reason why it's not letting me save is because of the task. So we need to put in excellent. So we've scheduled this report to be sent out Monday morning at 9:30 every week. Rest assured, if you follow the steps and you have sufficient permissions, you will create the report and go ahead and schedule the report, and it will send out. Now, further reports, if you want to create, all you have to do is, instead of going to Info Assist, you can actually right click on here, go to Info Assist. And I want to show you, because this is kind of important, because you don't want to modify those reports that you already have in place and risk making them a different way where you don't want it to be. So what I like to do is see how the report's already set up with everything all set to go. What I like to do is go over here once you have the report and do a save as. Now let's say if you're doing another report, like let's say you want to see sales for yesterday. So you'd write that in there, hit OK, and then exit, and you can see sales for yesterday. Then you would take this report and again use the editor and modify this to whatever you have, another report that I've sent you or you've created from you've created or somebody else has created for you. And all you have to do again is select all the code, delete it, and put in the new code. Okay, so that's how to do creating an advanced report and scheduling it.